Well, hang on. I never had to make a strength saving throw because I was being cuddled by the dragon.
Cuddled is a word for it.
What is this heroic inspiration, and why does it say that I have one?
You might have one. It's the thing that lets you like re-roll your next.
Yeah, it's a regular inspiration.
Oh, okay.
They just renamed it because coining.
And I believe, is your base class human?
No,
No?
I'm a hexblade from the get-go.
Because I know if you're human, you get it automatically once a day.
I think
with the no
hobbits should
rolls.
get it once a day.
No, they get luck. They don't need anything else.
Welcome to the dungeon. It's not quiet in here, but I think I fixed your other issue too, with the music and hearing it and all that. Yeah. Welcome. It always helps to press the start recording button and start streaming button when we start playing the music. I did it again.
Oh, is that why it was a little bit longer of a start?
Yeah. Oops, I did it again. Haha. We have everyone back for the first time in 6 months.
Wow. Ready for session 0?
Ready for session 0, yeah. Under the new rule sets, thanks for that sub. Justinian. Sarah Bear 0416, thanks for that follow. We rated them last week at the end of the stream. So it's good to see it kind of paid back, and plus a shout out, which was nice. They were playing ESO last time. So, man, what a week. Of course, we had the long week of the show, and then I took a week off because I knew I was going to get sick, and surprise, I got sick. But before it got too much control over me, I brought Mike over here to help me take a 300-pound freaking treadmill down my flight of stairs.
You broke another treadmill?
Not another one. I only broke the
That
first
sounds
one.
terrible.
Yeah, I only broke the first one. That one was, yeah. So I now have a nice new treadmill down here that I finally got to use today because I'm 60%, so it was enough to get on the treadmill. I don't have to worry about throwing stuff away anymore where I live because I'm always worried that, they're not going to pick it up. But I don't know why, because the Jawas take it before the trash people ever get here. So we definitely have Jawas that live in the neighborhood. I'm going to put like cameras and stuff out to catch them sometime because I just want to see them. They can take whatever they want. I don't care. One man's trash is another man's treasure, right? Like, go for it. Sorry for those people who took it. I cut wires and belts and everything else trying to disassemble that to carry it outside.
But now it's their problem.
It is definitely their problem. And if they're taking it for scrap metal for money, more power to you. Keep watching my trash for more. Yeah.
More is
They took the belt and they took the motor. Okay, woke up the next morning
They
and
took
it's
the
gone.
belt?
Yeah, the whole drive system belt,
What value does that have?
none. So I don't know if they're like,
you don't know that. Have you looked at the replacement cost on that on like eBay or something? That could be the most expensive part of the treadmill.
Yeah, but he cut it.
Yeah, I cut all the motor belts, not the actual drive. That drive belt that you walked on, that belt.
Yeah.
That's one of those that could break at any moment. So, I don't know. Put it back together. If it works, great. As soon as you turn it up to 5, enjoy running off the front of it. Because that's what it did.
Oh, it just stopped you.
Yeah, I was running and I was going, right. It was where I was trying to ramp back up my speeds. Got it to I was at a 6 and I was going good, and then it just stopped and I kept going right into. Yeah.
Oh, I wish we had footage of that.
Everyone says that, and I wish I did too, because that would have been great. But there would have been good footage watching me and Mike carry the other one down the stairs as well.
Pivot.
Yes, it was a lot of pivot and not a whole lot of hand
No.
grips.
But we couldn't have done it without my wife acting as the project manager and telling us what we should and shouldn't do.
Don't do that.
Yeah. Turn here. Just lift it here. Now lift it here. Yeah.
Pivot.
All I know is I will not be the one moving that out of this basement at any point. It's down here. If I move, movers will move it.
Isn't it a rule once you're older than 30 that your friends don't move you anymore?
No.
Like, you have to hire
No.
professionals?
No, it's because by that time you realize how much of a burden it is to ask other people to help you
Yep.
move. And then you just are like, you know what? I'm not going to do that to other people. I'm going to pay somebody rather than try and get away with paying somebody with pizza.
And beer.
I didn't give Mike either one of those.
Pizza.
So,
Yeah.
but my wife would scream, "Watch the wall." Oh, she did. She did. There she is. I definitely wasn't doing that, but okay. Yes, she was. Yes, she was.
It could have been worse.
And believe me, when we
It could have
passed
been
by,
worse.
when we passed by the walls, she was looking at them to see if we could hit them. She can deny that all she wants, but yeah. But we got it down here. It's nice. It's so that's what I've been dealing with outside of general sickness. Feel better than last Monday. The wall's in danger. So, yeah, what have you guys been up to?
I'm from the woods.
Yeah, you've been out. We thought you were going to be here last week because we had forgotten.
I told you. Wow. I told you I
Wow.
wasn't going to be there.
Message.
You
found
messed
out
with
that
me.
I found out that a Chevy 6-speed transmission's not a very good transmission after about 90,000 miles.
Oh, no.
Well, all you have to do is
I still owe 20 grand on it and had to replace the transmission.
Oh, I thought you were saying you're
That's
20
gross.
grand on the transmission.
I still owe 20 grand on the car, and I've already had to replace the transmission, and that's all freeway miles. So thanks,
Not
Chevy.
under warranty?
No, not at 90,000.
yeah, man. I have owned Chevys in my life.
That was
and
90,000 in like 18 months. So
those
Jesus.
things stop at 90 to 100,000 every time, like clockwork. Yeah. Something goes wrong. I had 3 Cavaliers in my life. My wife had one, and then I've had 2. All of them, as soon as they hit 100,000, they just fall apart. Like the sides fall off. Everything. They're just terrible.
I had my mechanic mistakenly warranty for 3 years that transmission that they replaced, and I'm like, you poor sucker. You don't realize how many miles I can put on that transmission. You're going to be replacing that until the wheels fall off.
Right. PSA. I've not had luck with Chevy personally.
No, I'm never doing a Chevy again.
I've actually been happy with our Kias. Like, we've not had any bad anything.
Kia's gone good.
Yeah, that's what I keep hearing.
Yeah, like I talked to a friend of mine, Contango. Like, he was saying how, like, initially they were pretty rough. Like, they had some quality issues. Yeah, but now, especially for the price you pay, like yeah, they're great.
Honda also has that 10-year, 100,000 mile warranty. I think.
Do they now?
Yeah, I think Honda's one of that one.
Hyundai probably
Could be wrong.
because Hyundai and Kia are the same company.
Yep.
Why is somebody from Ohio calling me right now?
I'll tell you, it's not me.
Because I wanted to bother you.
Yep.
They're
The
wanting
car's
to talk to you
extended
about.
warranty.
Yep, exactly. They want to know if you got Medicaid Part A and Part B.
They want to know about your extended warranty on your vehicle.
My transmission.
That is true. But
Gotta make sure your little electric scooter still works.
Yeah. Extended warranty on my
I
scooter.
will say here a couple weeks later, we still have one particular player that is not converted over to the new 5e 2024. So hopefully we can get that resolved this week. And
Straight to
Axamander,
jail. Kill him. Dead.
in his defense, it's a lot less of an impact on him than it was everybody else. So I think some of our biggest ones was
Even less than me.
No, don't worry. I like using halt on giant creatures in order to make them stop because they have low wisdom.
Yeah, dude, that was a good. Honestly, that probably saved the party in some aspects last week. And I mean, yeah, that was the same in either version, but.
Oh, was it? I thought there was a big change to it.
They just changed some wording, but they didn't. They still need to fix some more wording on it, but they need to say it's the first thing that the character does.
What was the strength save? I succeeded.
It was an 18. It was a DC of 18, and you were the only
A
one that
DC of
survived.
18 and I survived it?
Yep.
Oh my god. What'd I roll in that 20?
I'd have to look back. It wasn't a nat 20, but I think it was like a 19 or 20, somewhere around there. Yeah. So it was. I don't think it was a nat 20.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it was quite harrowing last week for sure. Matt says he has a Dart. It's a great car. It was a Dodge, right? Dodge Dart.
Yeah, it's a Dodge. Yeah.
Yeah. Couldn't pay me to have another Dodge. Had an Intrepid and it blew up in the wintertime. Transmission issues. Weird.
My
Wow.
favorite is to see what they look like after their first winter of rock salt.
Right.
What, the darts?
Look at any Dodge,
Oh,
look
okay.
on the undercarriage after its first go round of winter, and it just looks like it's been shot with a shotgun from underneath.
Look at that. 150,000 miles and only minor repair. Yeah, some of them get away. Sometimes you get away with that. Anyways, to get rolling, we got a B&B card this week they'll be going live on Wednesday. What's this? Boy, just can't get any quality content out of those guys anymore. B&B will be live this week. They didn't have a card for us. I don't know exactly what they're talking about this week, but they'll be around. The schedules for everybody, us and them, and everybody should be kind of evening out. It's funny because we even out in this time of year because things get more regular, except for my stomach. But the half-ass, on the other hand, his goes the other direction because working for a delivery service, they start ramping up soon, and this is their hell part of the year. Like, I do not envy delivery drivers this time of year. If you are kind, this time when it starts, that November, December time frame, set some stuff out for your drivers. We set out like snacks and drinks and stuff. Those folks are working hard this time of year.
But not Walmart drivers. F them.
What? Why? What do you have against Walmart drivers?
God, they'll forget your bags, and they put a mandatory tip in there if you do a Walmart delivery, and you have to every time go out there and turn it off.
Oh, that's not just Walmart. That's everything these
No,
days.
but yeah, I went through like 6 transactions, and I was unintentionally tipping some guy to drive 3 miles to my freaking house, like $5 to $10 of a doggone delivery. I was not happy.
Why are you having 3 miles of delivery?
Yeah, well, my wife was lazy.
Wow. Wow.
Oh,
So,
Fired.
on that,
online.
Hey, she doesn't watch this, but it's the truth.
The Little Nitro Gummy Bear Challenge won't be this week. We'll do it next week when I have all my full taste buds
What
back.
is that?
Oh, so you weren't here. So one of our community members picked this up for me while we were in Chicago under the stipulation that I consume this on stream.
Oh, God.
And it is 9 million Scoville units chili extract.
9 million?
Yeah, gummy bear. There's just one in there, and he said that he would
you-
just like to see me eat this on stream.
You're gonna have an ambulance waiting nearby.
No, but we are going to have a priest bless the toilet down here, because I'm sure this is gonna be like,
Oh,
if you're a fan like I am of the dropping the hot ball on various objects, that's what this is gonna be for that. You know, there's just this glowing, yeah, you get
And there
it.
you are sharing that toilet with your daughter.
Yeah, well, she's gone now. Like
She go back.
I got the privilege of taking her back at 9 o'clock the other night and driving back the same day, and got back at 2 o'clock in the morning Sunday morning. So that was cool. Thanks, my daughter, who's not watching this right now. But is it sugar free, or it'll be quick? And if it's sugar free, I will need an ambulance because I'm allergic. No, it's full corn syrup. It's actually listed as 2 ingredients: corn syrup and sugar. So best of both worlds.
Can we conclude that Scoville units are just made up space points?
They are definitely made up space points. Yeah, for sure. So probably doing that next week on Wednesday. We're not going to be doing it on a D&D stream because I have to function.
You mean this Wednesday?
No, next Wednesday. I want to be able to taste it. I hope it's cherry flavored. It's
It
probably
doesn't
not.
say.
It doesn't say. No, it's just
It's gonna be cinnamon.
Oh,
It's
trust
red.
me. Just take a nibble and you'll find out. Yeah, just take a nibble
It actually has no listed flavors.
because it doesn't matter.
Only raspberry burn your butthole.
It just says gelatin, citric acid, natural and artificial flavor, and then 9 million Scoville chili extract. So here's to hoping it's cherry. Thanks, Jay. But all right, anything else before we get started?
Nope, not for me.
All right. Well, sorry for that. We're dropping some frames, but that's because there's probably a problem with Twitch. Sorry if we're pulling something like this. Without further ado, let's get into the dungeon. All right. Last week, trying to balance out the sound there. Last week, the party dove down into the deep caves, the dark, watery depths. Hearing a thunderous voice echo through the caverns, they followed it, even though it warned them to not proceed. They discovered a massive sea serpent and charged forward into battle, almost losing their lives, saved by some heroic maneuvers of the parties. They acquired the tongue and a few of the possessions that were hoarded there, and quickly exited the cave, surprising the ship captain that took them out there. They climb aboard and head back. Now, was there anything, now that we have everybody back, was there anything you all want to handle before you get into port? It is evening, nighttime.
Are we in a short rest or a long rest situation?
It was a
It'd be
short rest
It'd
from.
be a short rest. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
If it's like how nighttime, like could we still go see Doll, or should we just go sleep for the night and fully recover?
That's up to you all. It's dark. It's getting dark. It will definitely be dark by the time you get there.
I will ask the captain, the guy who took us out and back, saying, is it too late to go see Doll tonight, or should we see him in the morning?
I mean, you can go see him, but he's probably not too sober.
Well, if he's not going to be sober, he won't be much help right away, so we might as well just see him in the morning. Can you let him know we'll see him first thing in the morning?
He won't remember, but I will.
That's fair. We'll just show up. Actually, do we know how to see him again? Like, do we know where to go to see him again?
Yeah,
Or do we need?
They took us there the first time.
Yeah, you weren't.
I know, I wasn't
blindfolded
sure.
or anything. Yeah.
Okay, wasn't sure if it was one of those things where like, we have to go back to the innkeeper guy.
No.
The troll. Okay. Well, let's head back to the ship to rest then.
Okay. Anything else on your travels?
I can't hear you.
What?
Nope. You're
Muted.
not.
Something. Did
Oh.
voice mod just shit the bed on you?
No, because it's popping up.
We need a voice
Nope,
mod
can't
for
hear
a
you.
pirate.
Well, no, his audio has to go through voice mod to that and everything else. So
Yeah.
Did you update Zoom?
Oh,
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
No.
so streamers, let me tell you a little story about Zoom.
Every single time it updates, it kills drastically.
Tell you a little
See-
story about an app named Zoom, and every time you update it, it goes boom.
He's
How
slowly
about-
getting redder and redder. No, can't hear you.
Why would it stop there? I didn't touch
Your mic
anything.
guy? Oh, there you are.
Oh, you got it.
That's weird. I literally didn't touch anything.
That's what she said.
It just exploded.
That is also what she said.
That's
So we're all-
embarrassing.
We're all good now?
Yeah, so far
Yep.
we're hearing you.
That must have just been an outage on the Zooms. Because, like, when I was talking, I saw my thing here. So it was, like, cutting out to you guys specifically.
That's weird.
Yeah. Anyways. So you're just... Okay, so you head
Head back
back
to
to...
ship.
Heading back to port. You get into port. Are you heading back to your guys' ship or staying at the inn, local inn, or...
Oh, our ship.
Okay. All right. You come on board. It's quiet because it's dark. Where do you all go?
Start looking for Crow.
Yeah, I'm taking my spot on the deck,
Okay.
main deck.
You last left Crow in like the captain's where the pilot chair is and
Yep.
all that stuff. Okay. Can you give me a perception check?
Sure. T.
Okay. As you get close to the door, you smell something.
Excellent.
You stepping inside?
Absolutely.
Okay. Rest of you, where are you headed? Bishop, I didn't catch where you said you were going.
My spot on the top deck, since I don't
Okay.
technically have a room.
Annex?
The room I went to last time.
Okay. Annex and Marsland?
I guess I'm gonna go up to the top deck and look out and study where we're going.
Okay.
Or,
I'm just gonna go try and help the rest of the crew.
Okay. NX, I'll return to you shortly. Justinian, you walk into the chamber, and splayed out on the floor is the body of one of the crew members. It looks like it's been there for a few days, and you hear the slight creaking of wood behind you, above you.
Bro.
You hear small movement, almost a skittering in the darkness, and you turn and see her bulbous eyes looking at you. You returned. I kept it safe, did not let anyone come in. Looking down, you see like a mop on the floor, a spilled bucket turned over, where the wood was probably damp from the bucket. They tried to get in. You said don't let anyone in. I did not let them.
Oh my God. Bro.
My new pointy stick, it works so fast. So fast they didn't see it coming. So many screams they were. So many screams. The rest of the crew, they stay away. They stay away from Crow in this room, just like Justinian asked for.
You did a really good job, Crow, and those cronades were awesome.
I'll make more sometime when I get back.
Sounds like a great idea. I'll be right back. And I go like running, trying to find Marsland and Bishop and Annex. I'm just like, Captain's room.
Okay, so while that, Annex, you walk downstairs and you can see, like, the crew is kind of assembled in the mess hall there, and they're kind of snacking on stuff. And as you come down, like, you just hear them, like, drawing weapons, and just the chattering gets silent, and you're just hearing your own boots come down. And as you get down on the main deck, thank the heavens you've returned.
Are you surprised that we returned?
No, just more, what's the word? I'm grateful. Grateful.
That's an interesting word you use there. Why are you grateful that I returned?
Whatever that thing is upstairs, we were just doing our typical jobs. We were doing what was asked. We were doing what we were paid for. And poor Gerslin went in to clean the main room, and we just heard gurgling and laughter and saw these dark eyes in the shadows of the moonlight, and it was just gruesome, sharp teeth and dripping, and Gerslin was no more.
So a crewmate stepped into an occupied room.
They were just cleaning as was instructed.
This is worthy of an investigation.
But you guys are all back now, right? You're all back.
Yes, we are.
Okay. I think it'll be fine. The ship is in good form and ready to go, Captain.
Captain?
What do you want me to call you?
All right, out of character. When did I become the captain of this ship?
You're not.
You're not.
All right,
but
no, that's
guys,
fine. Don't.
You guys
okay.
were like swapping at one point, like piloting the ship.
Okay, just to make sure. Did I miss something here? Okay. We are on our way back to Titan's Rock, and we should arrive.
Just to clarify, we're in Titan's Rocks. We're in the port
Oh,
Yes.
I thought we were on
Yeah.
this ship.
We were
Yeah, but
on
we're-
We were on a
Red.
different ship.
going to the hole where we fought the dragon, and now we came back to port, and it was dark out. So instead of going to Dahl, we're just gonna go sleep on the ship.
Okay.
Our ship.
Our ship, yeah.
All right.
Our,
I got you.
our ship.
All right. Well, do you mind if I join you for lunch or dinner?
Bless you.
Oh, thank you.
It's your ship, so yes, they've made quite a delicious meal of chicken this evening.
Oh, excellent. I'll grab some food and I'll come over there and I'll look for an empty spot and I'll look for the seat taken.
There just happens to be a really convenient empty spot at the table.
There's a little G subscribed on it.
So I'm just gonna. I mean, we're talking like full plate armor, just sitting down.
Yeah,
For,
yeah. It's just
for
a
a meal next to a bunch of for hire sailors.
and you,
Okay.
you look rough. You've been underwater, like face beat up, and all this stuff.
Mhm.
You've been through
Okay,
some
so
stuff.
that puts some perspective on what has happened then, because I thought we were still on the ship with all the criminals. Okay.
No.
All right. Well, rest assured, crew, we will find a way to navigate having Crow on board. I would strongly recommend that we knock before entering, or just don't enter Crow's room.
One of them turns toward you. But she creeps in the darkness. She crawls through the dark places of the ship. She watches us sleep.
Yes. But she's rather harmless as long as you don't go in her room.
And you just hear somebody, oh, Kersley!
We will be compensating the family of Gerslin. And well,
His poor kids. All seven
will
of
be-
them.
Gwynton will definitely be taking care of the compensation to the family and all 7 children.
The fuck? I mean, I'm not there, but the fuck?
But would you like to hear an interesting story?
They're just looking at you.
More interesting than having our crew member gutted.
I'm trying to take our mind off of that terrible.
So you just gonna tell them the
Terrible
story
death.
of this sea
I'm
serpent,
gonna,
or
I'm just gonna tell them about our escapades during
Okay.
that time. So
all right. So the rest of you on top of the deck, you heard. Well, Gwynton, you were going to stay in your room that you stayed last time. So Marsland
Yeah.
and Bishop, you heard Justinian come out and shout for you. What are you? How are you reacting?
We're gonna go to the shout.
Okay.
I will be as well.
Okay.
I'm
so
on high alert anyway.
they arrive to you, Justinian.
Apparently, I am an idiot and did not give Crow good enough instructions, and she murdered a crew member.
She murdered a crew member.
Yes.
Like they're dead.
Yes. Murdered a crew member because apparently I do not know how to communicate effectively.
This is the Crow that you trust more than the Academy.
Yes. Because she did what she thought was right, but I don't know where I screwed up in talking to her. So.
What did you tell her to do exactly?
Well, it's been 3 days, so I believe I told her not to let anybody sit in the chair or take control of the ship, but she took that as anybody walking into that room. So, like I said, it must be a failure to communicate on my part.
Specifying not to use any means of force probably would have been good. I knew this crow was going to cause trouble at some point.
What did she do with the body?
It is still laying in there.
I shoved my way past.
Okay. You just looking at the body, or
I'm gonna see about grabbing a tarp or something. I'm gonna wrap the body up.
right?
Say a prayer over it.
Can you give me a medicine check?
Natural 20 for a 28.
Jesus. Good. Get those 20s out of the way now. You notice as you're kind of wrapping up the body, you're taking some time to look over to see what she has done. You see there's been some nibble marks.
Oh God. It's a Grovile.
Is she still in the room?
Yeah. Oh yeah, she's just watching you.
I just turned to her. Out. Now.
Give me intimidation or persuasion, your choice.
It's the same either way. 12.
Fair enough. She just very reluctantly and slowly crawls around, and Justina, you feel her like arrive behind you. Like one hand comes up like around your knee as she just kind of peeks upward and looks up at Marsland. Marsland, you're looking down, and like her eyes, are these big black bulbous eyes. Like you can kind of see the moon reflecting in them.
In kind of a trembling manner, next time that might be you. If you keep this up.
Or it could be you. We never know.
This is why I sleep with my door locked at night.
Crow always finds a way in. And you just see a big toothy grin.
Please leave. Please.
All right, so Bishop, you're finding something to cover the body up with. Justinian, Marsden, what are you doing?
I'm gonna check the helm over, make sure it hasn't been damaged.
Okay. Yeah, so you walk in. There's no damage to it. There may be some fresh reddish stains that are kind of on the chair and the helm itself.
I'll prestidigitate those away.
Fair enough. Justinian?
I'm going to go sit in my room and figure out how everything that I do is a bumbling failure.
Not everything.
No, everything.
All right. What are you doing with Crow? She's there behind you right now.
I'm just gonna take her back to our room.
Okay. So you get back in there, close the door. Did Crow do something wrong?
Well, Crow, I thought that I was clear that you were only supposed to keep somebody from stealing the ship from us. But the person that walked in was cleaning, just like the lady that does the work in our kitchen, just like the lady that does all the welding at our house, just like Marsland's friends with the books. They come and go all through the house, but they don't try to steal from any of us.
They looked like they were trying to steal.
Did they? Did they try to sit in the chair?
Crow didn't let them.
Right. But it looks to me like that person was just trying to clean.
Cleaning is like magic. Carried staff like Blue Boy does.
Right.
Like,
Tries
oh
to-
boy.
Tried to weave magic spells to hurt Crow, so Crow took initiative first.
Right. He was trying to clean Crow, just like you saw. What's his name? The elf that belonged to Master Oz, who was cleaning the floors in our house because he had nothing better to do. But it's my fault. I didn't give you proper instruction. I should have made sure that you knew only somebody that was trying to actively steal the ship.
She just looks at you and her head turns. I'll try to be better next time.
Bro, I don't know if there's going to be a next time once we get back to the house. You killed somebody. And I'm responsible for that because I'm responsible for you.
But do we not kill animals? Do we not feed on those animals? Crow did take a few bites, just like an animal.
Right, but you didn't kill him for sustenance. Sustenance just happened to be a byproduct.
He became sustenance.
Were you hungry? Is that why you killed him?
No, plenty of bugs on the ship.
Right. Like I said, I'm going to have to figure out a way to communicate with you better. To teach you how to live amongst other people. And feel safe amongst other people. While making them feel safe.
When Crow lived in Old Home, people would come down, try to hurt Crow. We would kill them. We would eat them. They were delicious. But Oz says this is not the way. But he's gone now.
Right. Oz is gone, but that doesn't mean that his lessons didn't have merit to them.
Crow did not understand that.
Just because he's gone doesn't mean the things he said are not true.
Crow will think. We'll think about what she did. Maybe Crow should hide, away from everyone. In
No.
shame.
No, I think Crow should go down to the quarters with me and apologize to everybody and tell them that you thought that Garzlin was stealing the ship. And that you understand that you were wrong and you're sorry.
Right now?
No hiding. We don't hide from the things we do wrong. We learn from them and we make amends.
Crow will think on these. You look...
You're muted again, Drassen.
Freaking Zoom.
Oh, you're back.
You're back.
Yeah,
Stop muting yourself.
right? I just turned my gain up a little bit. It could be because I'm not pronouncing as well because of my voice, but you look like you need rest. Get rest. We'll talk later.
Okay.
Bishop Marsland. Bishop, you've covered the body up. What are you going to do with the body?
I'm going to move him to the cargo hold until we
Okay.
can get him buried properly.
Okay.
And then I will go and get the mop and bucket and start cleaning up the blood.
Okay. Marsland?
I'm going to start prestidigitating away the blood.
Okay. So as Bishop starts to mop, you're like, "Masoy!" And it's just Bishop just keeps mopping. Really efficient. Annex, you finish telling your story. You've got their attention. You can tell they've like calmed down a little bit.
I am going to go investigate this. Gaslin?
Gerslin.
Gerslan. I'm going to go investigate Gerslan and find more information. Rest assured, we will be on this, and this will not happen again under my watch. And then I'm going to step up and then go towards.
So I would say, montage wise, like as you step up, Bishop is like coming down carrying something in a tarp, and like walks past you and just goes down the hall and sets something in the cargo hold, and then comes back.
Okay. As we're passing by, there's been a murder, and I'm going to go upstairs.
No response from Bishop at this point.
Okay. Head upstairs. I'm going to go towards where I see everybody congregating. So it's true. There has been a murder, and we are responsible.
Crow was responsible.
Crow is we.
I make no claim to be responsible for Crow.
Okay. We are responsible. Gentlemen, this is serious, and there are consequences for something of this nature, and justice needs to be done.
I agree. We should throw her overboard.
Can someone provide an explanation?
Justinian's not here, right?
No, it's just you and Marsland.
Yeah, it's just Marsland.
Ah.
Yeah.
I thought everyone but Bishop was there. Okay.
Words got minced, I think. Crow was told by Justinian to not let anybody attempt to take control of the ship. Crow interpreted this to just slay anybody that came into the control room.
I'm sorry. Justinian said what?
To not let anybody control the ship while we were gone.
Okay. I thought I just heard you say slay anybody that comes into there.
No. That is what Crow's feeble little mind interpreted that as.
What are we going to do about Crow? We cannot be hiring people and offering protection for them under our service and them having to fear that we will murder them in the middle of the night or for basic cleaning duties.
I fail personally to see the benefits that Crow has provided to this group. She has burned my books. She has murdered somebody. She has set traps in our house. She has rented our house out while we were gone. What is this beast doing for us?
Those are trivialities and they are not murder. This is murder is what I'm yes, the murder is what I am focused on right now.
I don't think Crow understands the gravity of what she did. It is a she, right?
Yeah.
I mean, as far as we know.
It. I don't think it understands the gravity of what it did.
Well, if we're going to have any trust with this crew that we have hired, then we need to make this right. We are already going to have to compensate the family.
Did Gerslan have a family?
Apparently has 7 children.
Seven children. Looked like a teenager. Should we hold a trial? Should we ask the rest of the crew what they see fit as punishment for Crow?
They need to have the confidence in us as leaders, or they will revolt.
I agree. Eye for an eye, I say.
We should gather everybody else. First, us, the leaders here, and then address the crew. They are not in a good state.
What time of day is it?
It's nighttime.
It's nighttime.
Okay.
Whoever on the ship is asleep.
Yes, we were just supposed to go to bed, and then there's murder.
Murder.
We're just supposed to tell the crew, hey, don't worry, just go to bed. We'll figure this out in the morning.
Sleep well tonight. You've smelled
like-
his rotting body for the last 3 days.
And just lived with Crow on board. This sounds like perhaps a good conversation to have over breakfast.
I don't understand how it's been 3 days because we haven't even been gone for 3 days from the ship.
No, it hasn't been 3 days. It's been 2,
Like-
I think.
No, where did we sleep?
I guess it has been only about a day.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, we haven't taken a long rest since we left.
Yeah.
Just 2 short rests.
Well, there he is. Do you suggest that we gather the entire crew right now?
No, we should gather, like I said, we should gather the leaders, the people that are in charge, and we need to discuss this, and then we need to tell the crew and reassure them so that they don't take over this ship and kill us in their sleep.
We are the leaders.
Yes, we are the leaders, and right now it's just you and me, Marsland.
Should we
get
have
Bishop and Justinian and Quentin over here, and we need to discuss this before we all decide to go to sleep.
Should we have any representatives from their crew?
No,
I think that it is fair that they have a voice at some point, but perhaps it's best we discuss first.
yes.
All right.
So we're gonna go about gathering everybody up.
Crew included?
No, just the leaders.
Okay. Okay. So, Gwenton, you hear a knock at your door as you're just about to doze off into that peaceful sleep.
What do you want?
There's been a murder. We need you.
You're good?
Good.
And with that, I'll hop out of bed. He's like, what do you mean there's been a murder?
Good. We need you. We need to get the rest of us together, not the crew. And we need to talk. We need to figure out what to do about Crow. I'll fill you in a minute.
Okay. Then, Justinian, you hear a knock at the door.
I get up and answer the door.
There's been a murder. We need to talk.
I think he knows it's been a murder. He saw
Right.
the murder.
I don't know if he knows there's been a murder.
That's true, you know.
Right, because for some reason I stopped once I found Marsland and Bishop, even though I said that I was getting everybody. Yes, I know, and it is my fault.
We'll talk about that together.
Yep.
Let's get Bishop, and we'll go topside.
Bishop's in the back, so.
He's just
Okay,
staring
I
at
thought.
everybody.
Yeah, I thought he was on topside. Bishop, can we meet you in the captain's quarters?
I
He's
will
just
be there momentarily.
Thank you.
popping.
Okay.
All right.
Head
So
back
you all
down.
get together. Okay. You're all together.
Okay. Well, some of us know and some of us do not, but there's been a murder on the boat, and it is and we are at fault. We being those that hired the crew member and those that are in charge.
It is my fault, not yours. I asked Crow to keep anyone from stealing the ship, and she interpreted that to be anybody that walked in, including somebody that was just mopping.
Trivialities such as much as it pains me to say, burning books. Those, I guess, it can, in the greater picture, be forgiven. But murder is, needless to say, something else. We can't just let this sit. I don't think Crow understands how bad this is. What do you suggest? If you're claiming responsibility, what do you suggest we do?
Well, I talked to Crow about it, and I asked her to come down with me tomorrow morning and apologize to the crew and explain that she was mistaken in thinking that Garzlin was going to steal the ship.
Do you believe that Crow won't attempt something like this in the future?
I don't know. I didn't think that either my words were loose enough or her temperament was loose enough for this to happen. We literally left them alone for one day, and this is what we get. And I'm the one that invited Crow. I'm the one that outfitted her. So this sailor's disposition lies entirely on my head.
I would give her to the authorities. But seeing as how we have already witnessed the way they treat their criminals here, I would expect it for her to turn herself in when we made it back to the city.
I would agree. It's not by the law of this land here in Titan's Rock. I would say that it would be under the land at the keep, even though we are technically at Titan's Rock. But I would rather justice be done and performed fairly at the keep rather than here.
We could also potentially donate her to the Academy for study. I'm sure they would be interested in understanding.
Marsland, we're being serious here. Someone is dead.
I am being serious too.
Justinian, what will we do in order to give the confidence, instill confidence in the crew so that we can make it back to Kandor's Keep alive? Because nothing, we have given them no confidence that they could trust us, and they may just kill us in the middle of the sea and then keep the ship.
I am done making decisions for the group. Every decision I have made has been a misstep. Every time I speak, my words get twisted by whoever I'm speaking with. I leave it to the rest of the group to decide Crow's and my fate.
Okay.
We cannot leave Crow on this ship alone. It was your decision to bring her. You will not let her out of your sight until we get back to Kandor's Keep.
Agreed. And then I will turn both of us over to the authorities.
Are we all in agreement?
Yes.
Quentin?
If that's what he feels like he needs to do.
Should we restrain Crow?
Does she need
not
to be
sure
restrained?
that it would hold.
I have 50 feet of rope.
It is Justinian's responsibility to watch her. Any actions taken henceforth completely fall on his head.
Agreed.
If we all agree, then I will address the crew. And unless you guys would like to join me, I will address them. And hopefully we can make it back in one piece. Agreed?
Agreed.
Agreed.
Okay.
Agreed.
You're not
Thank you.
talking if you're talking.
What?
Nope.
I don't know what it is. Zoom just sucks.
There you are.
There you go. You good?
Yeah.
So we missed what you said there after we got done agreeing.
It's nothing.
Oh, okay. All of the crew were standing outside the door listening to us talk.
Is Crow in the room with us?
No.
No. She's in Justinian's room. All right, so you're all just going to retire to your quarters?
Can I go to the cargo hold to the body?
Yeah. Yep. Justinian doing anything?
Go into my room and telling Crow that she does not leave the room unless I leave the room, and she has to stay where I can see her at all times. And I explained to her that we may be getting punished for what we did.
Okay. All right. Quentin, you head down to the cargo hold.
Okay, when I get to the body, I would like to drop down and pray to True Silver as a very, very long shot to see if she can help correct the wrong that's happened to this innocent sailor. To try to, I know I don't have like resurrection or anything, right? So I get it'll be what it is. But I gotta try to see if she could somehow have mercy on this soul.
All right.
Can't hear you.
Why is it doing this?
Got you.
Now he can.
Why do I have to wake up my microphone to like speak?
Your mic is going to sleep.
Freaking hate Zoom. All right. So as you said, this is a very small chance. So roll a D100, and we'll see what happens.
$73.
While you feel the power of True Silver around you, it's just not able to help in this. You feel comforted in True Silver's light, which is a new feeling considering the recent events. But the body does not move or anything.
Okay. So after a little while, I'll head back to my room to sleep.
Okay. All right. Morning comes. Another rainy morning here. What would you like to do?
I'm
Okay.
going to get off the ship and just kind of walk around the dock area just since I'm up
Okay.
way before everybody else.
I mean, you see several less desirables completely passed out over the docks on barrels. It looks like a scene out of Pirates of the Caribbean kind of situation, but for the most part, it's quiet. Some people are waking up and looking around. And you get the occasional just kind of a half hungover wave. I think Justinian, you're next. Don't you only sleep like half, right?
No, I still sleep full.
Oh, okay.
Yep, I haven't gotten that far yet as a warlock.
Okay. All right. The rest of you are awake. Consume your breakfast.
Are we assuming that we had the conversation with the crew, or do we still need to have that?
Let's just say you've had it.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
They trust you.
So far. Okay. Now, are we to have Justinian stay here with Crow, or is Crow going to join us?
Believe the idea is Justinian and Crow stay on the ship.
I don't think it is a good idea to bring Crow into there.
Justinian, are you okay with this?
Yep.
Okay.
Would Crow fit in a bag of holding?
And die.
That is fair.
I just stare at Marcelin really, really hard.
Now,
At
do we
the-
know that Justinian has a way to communicate with people yet?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah, he tears fingernails off constantly.
Okay. Justinian, let us know if there's any news, and then Gwynton will let you know of what has transpired in 28 words or less from our side.
How did Crow's apology to the crew go?
Not well.
Excellent. Yep, so I'll just give you a token. We'll call this one a fingernail, rip it off, and hand it to you.
Okay. I'll hold on to Justinian's fingernail.
Okay. All right. So you all are headed to see Doll.
Yep.
Indeed.
All right. You proceed up deeper into the skull. Entering into the room, you see Doll there. He's kind of half slumped over in his chair, leaning back. Well. You start your mornings early. Almost takes the fun out of drinking at night.
Unfortunately, when we're on a mission, we try not to let any time waste away if we can.
I can see that. I won't be sad when you all leave. You're cutting into my entertainment.
Well, hopefully
Oh.
this won't take too long of your time then.
I'll dig into my bag of holding and just throw the
Start
tongue
pulling
at
it
his
out.
at his
How long
feet.
is this tongue?
I mean, it's pretty big. Well. Sent on a fool's errand, and what do I have here but a lack of fools? Well done.
It is now time for you to hold up your end of the bargain.
What might I do for you?
It was Quaylen Featherstone, right? Was the name of the one we came looking for?
Yep,
Okay.
I believe we already told him this.
We did.
yes, you did, but I've had a lot to drink.
We're looking for an individual that is said to be in your domain. One Quaylen Featherstone.
Ah, yes. Quaylen Featherstone. There's no Featherstones here, but none that we know. You're more than welcome to go talk to him. There's several less desirables that work for me. I wasn't able to get any of that information out of them, but maybe as accomplished as you all are. Did you lose a friend while you were gone?
No, they are just simply staying on the ship.
Right. But maybe, as accomplished as all of you are, You can get more information out of them than I can, being their boss and all.
If you don't have a problem with us talking to them.
I don't have any problems. They're there by
My
their own decisions.
Now my next question is, if we have better luck than you did, are you gonna try to argue with us if we take said Quaylen?
I will honor our agreement.
Well, thank you.
I am fair. It's this way. And he just points over the side, and you can see some stairways going down.
Okay, and I will go that way.
I
As a
will
side
well.
note, out of character, I really wish I had a spell to like get rid of hangovers, just to hit him with it as we
I
walk
think
past.
minor restoration will do that.
Lesser rest. If we
Or
go
lesser.
strictly with what it says, it doesn't. It just says like blinded, deafened, paralyzed, or poison. Alcohol's poison.
Yeah, minor condition. Yeah.
Mhm.
I'm not gonna do it though. So it was natural thought.
You're not worth my spell slots.
Right?
So
Feel
you
like shit.
you continue descending down a rather large stairway that eventually turns to stone, kind of round a corner and continue going down. You start hearing the sound of picks on stone. It's not dark down here. It is well illuminated. It's not a dungeon per se. There's not guards down here. These folks are working here without being oversaw by any outsiders that you would recognize as being part of Dal's crew. Kind of taking in the surrounding, which they turn and look at you as you come in and then continue working. You see around 20 gnomes, maybe 15 halflings, and 10 dwarves just working away in mines. Looks like they're trying to mine like these deep red gemstones.
Shush.
No, Quentin, you may want to use some of that lesser restoration on Marsland.
Right. I would. From what we can see, does any of them seem like in charge of like the gnomes, the halflings, or the dwarves?
There is one that seems to be checking in on everybody. He tends to collect a lot of the gems and pile them up in an area. And you might recall that this is the one that came up during the party with Dahl when you first arrived the other day, and kind of delivered some stuff to him and then went back down.
I would like to go up and greet him again and be like, apologies, I don't think I got your name when we saw you yesterday.
Well, hello. I'm Jimothy Digstone.
Well, Jimothy, it's nice to meet you. I am Gwenton.
Are you here to work with the rest of us? You're a bit overdressed. You're going to get really hot in that.
Yeah, it's not the easiest thing to take off sometimes, so I'm just gonna leave it on for now. But I am here looking for someone.
Found someone you have. I couldn't help myself. I had to.
Punch.
No. Still. Have you heard of a Quaylen? Or ever met a Quaylen?
Quaylen? I'm not familiar with a Quaylen. Not down here. And he turns around.
Insight.
Has anyone heard of a Quaylen? And kind of echoes for a while. And you hear the digging stop in a few areas. And then you hear just a couple voices. Not me. Not me. Me either. Doesn't seem like it.
Well, you mentioned not hearing that name down here. Is there another place you've heard of Quaylen? Or even the last name of Featherstone?
Oh no, they don't. They don't let us do anything. We dig. We dig. We sleep. And we dig. They look at all of you.
What exactly are you guys digging for down here?
Well, we're not here unfairly, though some of us just have bad luck. You see,
I understand that one a little too well.
yeah, we asked for favors from Doll, and when we didn't come through, we have to work our debts off down here. It was all in the contract. We're not treated poorly. He feeds us, and we work for him till our debts are paid. I only have 15 more years, and I'll be done.
What exactly is your debt?
Oh, there were some things. I really don't want to get into it.
Fair enough.
But he doesn't.
You've been
He doesn't let us do anything. We don't get to attend the parties. We don't get any entertainment down here. And they don't ever even let us read books or scrolls. Nothing. I miss books.
who out of all of you have been down here the longest?
Oh, that's probably, I think his name is Graybeard. It's just what we call him. He's a dwarf. I think he's been down here 75 years or so.
Where
He was there
can we
before
find,
the previous doll.
Where can we find this Graybeard?
He's down in the deepest part of the mine. Just down through there. I can take you.
If you'd be so kind.
Sure. It's the only form of entertainment I ever get. So he leads you deeper into the darker parts of the mine. You guys have been in mines.
Have
a few
we?
times. Yeah, just a few times. This one, like, it has a smell.
Biblicor?
It is not Biblicor, no.
Oh.
That would be probably welcome. It's just a weird, it's an off smell. It doesn't smell like a normal cave. Or mine. They take you down and you see this dwarf with long gray hair, big beard that hangs down, deep wrinkles in his face. He just looks worn out. Here he is. I don't know what you want to do with Graybeard.
We'll have a conversation with him. Thank you for showing us to him.
I'll stay here. I got
Nothing better to do.
I don't. Well, I didn't say that. I didn't say I didn't have anything better to do. Don't you say that.
You caught us at a very unfortunate time because you're looking for entertainment. We have a friend who loves to do entertainment stuff, but he's on a ship right now. I'm sure he would help you at any other time.
Yeah.
But I will go over to old said Graybeard.
Huh? What? Is that you, Billy?
No, my name is not Billy. It's Quentin. What is your name?
You're gonna have to speak up. I don't remember that I even have ears sometimes.
I'll say it louder to him.
You don't have to yell.
I only have two modes, man.
Huh?
Loud or screaming. Which one do you want?
And he pulls these glasses out that make his eyes get real big, and he puts them on. He looks up at you.
Oh.
Huh? Are you my great grandson?
I mean, I don't think so.
Oh,
How long? I don't know of any missing grandparents.
probably not. What do you want?
We were hoping that we've been told that you've been down here the longest. Have you ever heard of a Featherstone, a gnome No, the last name of Featherstone.
Of course I'm the strongest. I've been down here for a really long time.
Doomed.
I don't know how many gnomes are down here. I don't know if they're light as a feather either. Seems like a weird request.
No, not light as a feather. Their name is known as Quaylin or a Featherstone.
I was one of the first people to dig this here mine. I told it was Doll's father, his grandfather, that there was riches down here. I was the one to enact us digging down here, and ever since then it's been quite a profitable venture for them.
Why not for you as well if you told them to dig here?
Well, sometimes deals go bad. Sometimes deals go well. But 5 more years and I'll have served my sentence. Be free to run like a spry old child again.
So in all this time, back to my question, have you ever heard of a last name of Featherstone?
Featherstone. Can say that sounds like a dwarven name. It kinda does. It's got stone in it. I like rocks. Do you like rocks?
I've known to dabble
My
in rock.
granddaughter would probably love you. I don't even know if I have a granddaughter. I don't even know if I have kids.
Is mine just gone? I don't know if any spells to help him. Bishop, I don't think this is a great idea. It was a great idea. Terrible ending.
I'm kind of sorry. He's been down here a long time. You wanted to talk to him. I'm not. He's not generally. He's a good worker.
What happens to... Have there been any missing gnomes?
Missing?
Is there
No.
any punishment greater than working these mines?
No, this is as harsh as it gets. Not bad. It stays the same temperature year round.
Have you found any discrepancies down here?
They don't even let me look at logbooks.
Yes, but surely you all talk when you have time off, resting. You don't live and work down here and don't speak to the people working next to you.
And he points over to the side, and you can see where part of the mine has been hollowed out in the wall, and you can see like little makeshift beds like carved into the rock, and there's pillows, like really rough looking pillows with straw.
We kind of sleep right there. Each wing has its own resting quarter.
Have you heard of any gnomes being imprisoned?
In prison? No. Can't say that I have. Sometimes people act up and they gotta go into timeout.
What is time out?
I don't know. We don't see them for a few days. Then they come back and they're really happy.
Has anybody never come back?
No, everybody always comes back. They just need to be educated.
Where are they taken?
I don't know. I don't go up there. I'm a good little gnome. Do my job. Timothy Digstone. Do my job.
Is there,
Do it every day.
while you guys have been digging, have you came across any uh weird pillars that have written languages on them that just don't seem quite right?
No. No, just this. I mean, you know what we're mining, right? This is like crystallized Titan blood. That's why it smells funny in here. It's like bone marrow.
Didn't know that's what that could possibly be.
How far does this cave go?
Basically, and this hasn't happened in a long time, you just keep mining until the water comes through. We lose a few people, we seal that tunnel off, and we start mining the other direction. You'd be surprised how fast the water comes in when you break through.
Imagine we're pretty far under the water.
Yeah, you don't want to dig up.
I'm completely out of ideas.
Well,
Do you
you know,
find-
do I find what?
Do you find
Gems?
that do you find that the smell down here makes you feel funny after some time?
No.
What do you do for food?
They bring stuff down. Usually, cold meat sandwiches on stale bread. It's fine. I like the crunch.
What does he use dried Titan blood for? Or
Oh, I
crystallized
don't know.
Titan.
I have no idea. That's a question for the guy in charge. My favorite thing. Just to go up there during the day, and sometimes you get to see the sun setting before he says, "Get back down there. Mine some more." But if you're feeling gracious, if anybody wants to leave any forms of entertainment, I'm sure none of us would say anything. And like all the mining stops and they're all just kind of looking at you.
Nothing.
I don't have any forms of entertainment. Look at Marsden because I know you mentioned books.
I'm sorry, I need to re-look through all of my new spells. I keep thinking, oh, I have a spell for this, and then, oh yeah. With one click.
AFK for a sec.
Okay.
Gather round. I will entertain you. I will entertain you with a story of the great Tyr. And then I will just start
Okay.
going on about Tyr and his many exploits, with how he lost his hand and his eye with the Shadow Hound, how he was an advocate for justice, and some of the exploits that are well known amongst the paladins and clerics of Tyr.
Okay. Marsland, what do you do? Are you searching through your stuff?
Yeah. I'm No, I'm not gonna do that. That's dumb. I'm gonna have so dumb. I'm gonna cast my mage hand and then have it just kind of like go through and puppeteer some of their tools.
They stop working and they come around with the between the stories. And they're quite entertained.
Thank you. Thank you so very much, sir.
I don't know what to do next.
And he kind of points to like your spell book.
Could you leave that so we have something to read?
Absolutely not.
He just sulks down.
I do appreciate that you like to read, though. That brings me joy.
Why don't you read to them?
That's a good idea.
Read spells and
I'm
just
gonna
start
open up my-
sending things off.
The history of the Isles of Frisia.
I'm gonna open up my spell book and start reading some of my the spells that or the words that I study for the spells.
You
Not
can
to
see,
cast.
yeah, you can see he's just enthralled in it.
I'll continue until either they get bored or the rest of the party gets fed up.
Okay, 3 weeks later. No.
Can I hold that while you turn the pages?
No, only I can touch this.
Oh.
I'm sorry. You can look, but please don't touch.
He looks over. And then you see him reach over and he points with a finger.
What's that?
And he just freezes. Just finger right in your book.
I think he just had a stroke.
Hello? I give
Just
him
a-
a little tap on the head.
He just
Are you okay?
completely blank.
Did anybody else change?
No, everyone else is just like staring. It just gets quiet.
Is this normal for him?
Huh? What? You're gonna
Is
have to
this-
speak up.
Is this normal for him?
I think so. I don't know. Who are you people?
How'd you get in my house?
You
Can I like
hear-
look him over?
Yeah,
To see if
yeah. Like, even without him, like he's breathing. He's just got this blank, frozen stare in his face, like someone just hit the pause button.
I'm gonna slowly close my book and put it in my bag. Grab him by the shoulders and give him a little shimmy.
So as you move his finger across the pages, you see like this glowing line, like it's magic dust coming from his finger.
Huh. Duh. Do I know anything about what that is?
I see everything.
Can I like Arcana check this or something?
Stars in far-off lands. Books of plenty. Stories and tales of untold riches and dark catacombs.
He just remains unmoving as he says these words.
Is his mouth moving?
Yes.
All places have a reach, and all places recorded. The power of all things in a single page.
And you see him begin to rise from the floor of the cavern. Light dusting of sparkles around him.
Knowledge is the only power of the universe. I remember my duty, my purpose.
Arslan, what did you do?
I don't.
does this look like when I saw True
Yes.
Silver's avatar? Cool.
You see his body tilting backwards and his eyes begin glowing. It's like flashlights onto the ceiling.
I remember now. I was in my library. A woman came in. She was seeking answers. Something
Someone. The shadows. I heard incantations. I felt the ley lines break. I woke up on a ship. I'd been sold. But my life had more purpose than what I would become. I was myself, but trapped in a dark room inside. I screamed, but no one would listen.
His head kind of cricks down and turns towards all of you, his eyes like illuminating the party, like showing flashlight spotlights onto just you all.
But you freed me with your kindness. And I am returned to you as I always was. Quaylen Featherstone, Avatar of Ogma.
The room grows bright with a flash. You hear people duck down and take cover as he descends to his feet. With that flash, he's now dressed in fine robes patterned with stars that seem to move like the night sky was captured within them. His hair combed to the side and slicked with a wicked smile. He looks at you, Marsland, places a hand on your chest.
You have given me your namesake. I knew you were unique.
I'm just staring, stunned.
Where am I? This is not my space.
Where is your space? We're in Titan's Rock currently.
Don't remember. I was surrounded. Many books. Many. Great place.
I have an idea of a place you might like then, and we will gladly take you there.
Indeed, I think Gwenton is referring to the academy.
It might have been there.
You have no idea how you got here.
I do not.
You said something about shadows, incantations,
Yes,
a woman.
I was doing as I was told, and someone came to me. I just saw a glimpse of her before everything went dark. Her flesh was pale, green. She seemed angry.
I'm going to describe. I knew exactly who it is. I just can't think. Caldera.
Yeah, can I try and sketch Caldera? I know exactly how this is going to go. Can I try and sketch Caldera?
You absolutely can.
Yep.
You have done a beautiful masterpiece of what you think Caldera he looks over.
I know.
That is not what I remember, but how you describe. That seems
I
like
haven't
her.
seen Caldera, correct?
No.
Probably not.
Okay,
no.
I didn't think so. All right, I'm just like, okay.
If it is who I think it is, she was working with the Shadowsparks.
It's been so long since I've heard that name.
But they have been gone.
They're not as gone as you might hope they would be.
They're stronger now than they have been in quite some time.
Now, Waylon, we can either talk about this here, or we can try getting you back to Governor's Den. Back to the academy.
Andor's Keep.
Yeah, my bad. I'm looking at the map for Governor's Den.
Yeah, let's bypass Governor's
Sure.
Den.
Why not? I need to go visit the parents.
Quentin, how much money do you have on you?
Why?
Do you have enough to buy his his freedom?
We
He
have
has
his
a debt.
freedom.
Huh?
We have his freedom. I specified before we came down.
Yes.
If we were to find who we're looking for, can we take him?
I'll clap him on the back.
And
Yeah.
Dahl said yes.
Good
You
thinking, Quentin.
are a very smart little dwarf.
I have just been. I want to make sure we were on the same page. Now, if he does request a monetary compensation as well, might be able to help with that. But that was the deal we made. And in all honesty, he's not the nicest person I've met, but he has seemed to have stuck to his word.
What I suggest we don't linger too long here. We should probably get back to the ship. Are you're willing to come with us, I presume, Quaylen?
Yes, I
Get me out of here!
would love to see the sun rise again.
Have you ever seen it rise from a flying boat?
Boats don't fly.
Oh, you little man.
You're in for a ride.
We'll start heading back up. Also, when you get a chance, can you put in chat who he's the avatar for?
I have
Ogma.
Ogma. Yeah, OGMA.
Yes, that is
There's
correct.
an H in
Okay.
there somewhere.
Okay.
Yeah,
Um,
it's OHG. Yeah.
Oh, of course it is.
Oh,
I'm curious
Ma.
about this crystallized Titan blood, so on our way up there, I'm gonna grab some and
Okay.
put some in my bag of holding.
They absolutely don't care.
Oh,
So-
I could have seen that as Bishop immediately gets arrested.
So you come back up. Doll's there. Well, at this point, I thought you were just going to start working. I thought free labor. Right up my alley.
I mean, that's fair enough to think. Who doesn't love free labor? But
Especially me.
we did find who we were looking for.
Oh, Jimothy, what are you doing in such odd clothes? This isn't Quaylen anything. This is Jimothy. He's my top individual down there. He keeps things running.
I don't think he was your top individual by chance.
What do you mean?
It appears he was knocked out unconscious and his memories were suppressed by more than likely dark magic before he was sold to you or sold to wherever he was.
Sure. Anyways, I know we had a deal, but come on, this will cripple my business. Some sort of financial compensation to finish his debts off would just be appropriate. I'm going to be weeks before I'm back in running in tip-top shape the way he kept things running.
It
Now-
would seem that is an you issue.
Anyone else that's not a machine?
I would like to note that we have improved the morale down there in the mines through entertainment while we were down there. And you will notice you will see a noticeable increase in the productivity down there. And I would also advise that maybe once in a while send someone down there to entertain the crew. They are okay with their circumstance, but a little entertainment would go a long way.
Entertainment. I've not thought about sending the occasional lady of the night down there to keep them entertained.
I was thinking more of a bard.
No, that's a great idea. I think you're onto something, sir. We have
No.
some of our what
No,
we call
I don't think that's what I was
nooners that we could
Oh.
send down there. That
Oh,
would
well,
be
what have I done?
fine. I think that would quite increase the morale down there. There's plenty
I
of
think
space, and it's
We're
rather
good.
dark.
If we're in agreement, we're going to take Quaylen and go.
If the productivity is what you say, I am more than happy to let this debt slide, Jimothy. Yeah, thanks, sir. And he looks up at you, Marsland. I don't remember who that is.
Just nod and go along.
Just nod
with
your
it.
head.
Just. We should-
Anyways, since you're in the habit of monster farming, if you ever happen upon an older golden scale from a dragon, I'm sure we could find some kind of deal that would be profitable for your venture.
Out of character, do we have a golden
I
scale
know,
from the
right?
dragon?
I'm like, did we get what's up? What's up? Who? What?
Because that episode where I wasn't here, apparently we fought a dragon, and it may have been golden. Or
There was a golden dragon in the forest with Jade. No, sorry, it wasn't with Jade. It was with Justinian when we were looking for the stuff. But I don't remember if we got anything.
Totally have one of those in my inventory.
Miraculously.
No, for when you gave it to me.
It's almost like he wants it for something. If we come across a golden scale from a dragon, we will do what we can to keep you in the loop to make a deal.
Okay. Sounds great. Best of
And
luck to you all. Don't be strangers here to Titan's Rock. We have great entertainment, and all of you are kind of a hoot. I'll miss you, Jimothy.
Yeah, miss you too.
I hope that you're able to get back to the shipping lanes back up and running without any more monsters bothering you.
That should be quite more beneficial than anything else you've done here. Though the idea for entertainment, spot on, sir, spot on.
A bard. Thank you.
A lady bard.
Saul. Just a bard.
And I will start heading back towards the ship.
Okay. Justinian, while you're there on the ship, is there anything specifically you'd like to do?
Nope, just sitting in my room and making sure that Crow also sits here.
A little manufacturing like assembly line of cronades.
All right. So you all get back on the ship?
Yep.
You hear them return. You can hear especially Bishop's footsteps.
Alrighty.
You're just gonna stay in there?
Well, yeah, that's what I told Quentin and them I was gonna do, so that's what I'm doing.
I'll go down to Justinian.
Okay.
I think he's on the main deck. He's in
Yeah, I
like the
think he's on
armory,
the main
right?
deck. Yeah.
Okay. Justinian.
Did you find who we were looking for?
And come outside and you will bear witness to Quaylen Featherstone.
All right, come on, Crow. Let's go.
She just kind of skitters behind you.
I remember to grab a cloak and like throw it over the top of her so that her skin doesn't burn in the sunlight.
It's raining anyways, but yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
Okay.
Justinian, I present to you Quaylin Featherstone, the avatar of Ogma.
Pleased to meet you.
Ogma, or excuse me, Quaylin, this is Justinian, a fearless companion of ours who was on guard duty.
What? Well, all right, out of character, wasn't Jimothy the same gnome that came in dressed like a court jester?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
I forgot about that.
We were literally 5 feet away from him the entire time, and we had to go fight a sea dragon.
He didn't even know who he was
But
until
Justinian, we didn't have to fight an entire island of pirates in order to get him free.
so us going to fight that dragon really helped us be able to get him out of there.
Yes.
Why did you fight a dragon?
In the water, under the water, I might mind you.
Underwater, in its lair,
Kind of a
for a
dick.
tongue.
Cast minor illusion, and then I'll also use it to not only make the physicality, but also mimic the thing's voices telling us to get out, to turn back. It's our last chance using the illusionist bracers to do both illusions, sound and sight.
Okay, so you got a little sea dragon making some noise there.
Yeah, just like that. Very frightening.
Yeah.
And
You came at a great cost, but it was worth it, Quaylin.
What is that behind you?
Don't touch this one, Crow. Please, don't even get close. This one is very important.
As you heard yesterday, Marcelin, or earlier this morning, Marcelin, Crow is not going to touch anybody anymore. She apologized for the misunderstanding.
I just felt it's necessary to reiterate.
And you see, she actually is just petrified, looking at him. She's like frozen in place.
What's wrong with you, Crow?
Suggest we get going as quickly as possible.
Agreed.
I'll head to the helm then.
All right, Crow, let's go grab lunch together, and then we will head back to our room.
You turn to walk towards the mess hall.
Yep.
She doesn't move.
Crow?
You see Quaylin look down.
It's okay, my child. Peace be with you. Follow him, as you would.
And she nods and follows you.
Crow is
What just
tamed.
happened?
I like reach down and I brush her hair out of her face like I did the one time that we went on that late night walk, and I'm like, Crow, are you okay?
She just nods at you. She doesn't even speak.
All right, let's go get dinner. And I kind of push her in front of me and kind of gently lead her.
What is
Okay.
what is Quaylin's dress attire again?
It's like
Pretty
it's
robes.
like robes, but they're like swirling stars, and he's just
Okay.
slick back hair. The rain just kind of avoids him. Like he's standing out in the rain, but like he's not wet.
Okay.
We should keep a pillar of a god around more frequently. I like this Crow.
So, all right, you put the helmet on. The ship lurches, and then it rises up.
I'm going to quite frequently be checking in on the proximity of Crow and Quaylin.
Okay. The rest of you, what are you doing? Just watching?
We go get our food, and then Crow and I head back to our room.
I am going to be referring to my book of gods.
Where's Quaylin?
He's just standing in the middle of the deck. Of the
Just
ship.
standing there.
Just next to Bishop, keeping him dry.
Quaylin, please join me at the side of the ship and make sure to hold on to the railing.
And he just walks over there.
As you ask.
You had mentioned you've never been on a flying ship before. Just wait.
And the ship rises up.
How far you all have come. Without my knowledge.
Without your knowledge. What do you mean?
Knowledge is power, my friend. There's so much more to life.
And he grabs your arm than this. And he just shakes your arm.
Can imagine. That is unfortunately not my calling, Quaylen. My calling is to protect and to administer justice on those who cannot defend themselves.
Yes, yes, I smell tear all over you.
You are a... That's been a long time since I've been able to laugh like that. Thank you. Have you heard anything?
Not in a long time.
I'm
But-
adrift, Quaylen. I am adrift.
Tyr was often impetuous in his actions. But you can't argue with the results.
No. Not at all. But we fight on. Regardless. We will fight on and then we will find the rest. How many DM, how many of the avatars are we looking for?
Everyone.
I know, but there's so many thrones or seats that are
There's-
there.
There's 32 in the Pantheon. You need to find all of them.
Gosh. Well,
Welcome to the 10-year campaign.
gosh. Well, Quaylen, you now make number 2.
I don't think I've told you the actual number.
I thought we saw a number of chairs there and then or
No,
thrones.
Each one has its own throne and own dungeon set up.
Hmm.
We can assume that there is one of these setups for each of the gods that are taken care of in the church.
Okay. Well, you make the second avatar that we have successfully restored.
That must be what I feel. True silver.
Your feeling is true.
So
Well-
the ship turns and powers off while you continue talking to the dwarf there, or the gnome. Justinian, you return back into your room with Crow.
Yep.
She just kind of slinks into the corner. She just looks at you. It's like that awkward one when you wake up at night and your kid's just staring at you and you know they've been staring at you for like 10 minutes.
Right.
It's like that.
I just reach over and put my hand on her shoulder, and I'm like, whenever you're ready to talk again, I want to know what you have to say.
Crow knows that one.
Really?
There's stories. Legends. Things Crow knows. My people fear it.
People fear the little gnome man that you just met?
Powerful. We leave him alone.
And she just kind of sits
don't
back,
worry.
almost like a frog, and just sits down with a blank stare on her face.
Don't worry, we will stay in our room than to get meals, and we will travel together. And you and I will settle everything with everyone together.
Okay. So you power through. Let me switch over here.
So question: as we're flying, and now that I've read up on Ugma, do I feel like suddenly he just feels like a friend after hearing him talk?
Yeah. Like you're not threatened by him at all.
But is it like unnatural how we just immediately felt like he might be a friend?
Yeah.
I am hinting at something.
Yeah, I know.
Okay. Okay. Is there anything I can do about it? Now that I've read about it and I have the thought of it?
What are you wanting to do?
I don't know. I'm trying not to give away stuff to everybody else.
You guys need to be alone.
No, hang on. Do I have any spells that work for this? We can continue on while I try to see if there's anything I can do.
Okay.
Does there ever seem to be a time that she calms down? Crow seems to relax and be a bit more herself during our first day of heading back.
This is like the most well-behaved you've ever seen her. Like she's almost proper.
And what do I know of Ogma
Probably not much
as
anything.
a deity? Right. That's what I'm saying. Do
Yeah.
I even know what he is the deity of, or she is the deity of?
I wouldn't say that you would. It's just
Okay.
not in there.
Right. So, after our long rest on the second day, I'm going to call out, because if I remember correctly, Gwynton's door's right down from mine and
Yeah,
Crow.
you guys share the same wall.
Yep. Right. So I'm going to knock on the wall the next morning.
Okay.
Crow, I'm going to try to have Gwynton come in here for a little bit. We're going to be on our best behavior, right?
Okay,
Yes.
that's fine.
Yes.
Okay. Gwynton, when Crow saw the avatar, she's been almost catatonic like this, calm, very slow moving. What is Ogma the god of?
Ugma is like the god of wisdom, knowledge, and inspiration, invention, and knowledge. So basically, just a very smart person who helps invent things. Which is, now that I think about the comment I made to him about flying ships, he didn't know they existed. Could mean he was down there for quite some time, or at least not in his personality suppressed for quite some time. Why, Crow? Why are you afraid of him?
Crow doesn't fear out of fear, but fear of respect.
She said to me yesterday that her people have passed down stories of him, and that he's very, very powerful and very, very dangerous.
I'm sure, and I'm not trying to take this lightly. I'm sure, from what I remember of us being down there and their god Ooga Booga. I remember the Oga Bogo, right? Ooga Booga, Oga
Boogity
Bogo,
man.
Oga Boga.
Boogity boogity boogity.
Giant frog.
Yeah, that seeing another god would be terrifying, especially as, if I remember correctly, their god down there wasn't very powerful. He was more of a wannabe god. I think I found it in this book. I don't remember. But if they knew her down there, and he said he was, so you, sorry, you weren't privy to this. When we met him down in the in Titan's Rock, he said he was surrounded by books, and then darkness, incantation, he was out. maybe he was actually from the library in Smyrna or Old Smyrna and not anywhere near the academy.
And isn't that where you guys found Crow, was near the library in Old Smyrna?
Yeah, Crow and her people were found on the docks near their god, and you had to get the god's blessing to go into the library.
Dumb challenge.
Weren't you the only one that failed it?
Yep.
The only one. Yeah.
The same guy that almost stuck an axe into the hands of a statue when it was supposed to be a longbow? Yeah.
I stuck a spear or something in there, so like, um, maybe we should go have a quick conversation with him and see if he knows anything about Old Smyrna.
Okay. Do you want me to bring Crow out with me, or do you want us to wait in here for you and him to come in?
If she is terrified out of respect, I don't want to make her that much more uncomfortable already. So I can bring him down and we can talk to him. I can even get, I'm sure Marsland hears this, so we can even go to the cab.
The ship bobs.
We can even go down into the steering area, with the five of us, and him, so 6 total.
Would that be okay with you, Crow? If we went and we talked to the short man?
Yes. Of course.
All right. So we
And-
start heading towards the captain's quarters.
Okay, as I go find him, I'm going to quickly try to talk to Trio Silver to see if there's anything I should be worried about from the Avatar, knowing what I know.
Okay.
And
All
then,
So while you do that, Marsland, you notice that the storms are pretty bad. I need you to make a wisdom check.
Wisdom check. Why wisdom? 13.
Okay. Second.
We are blown off course.
The winds
I'm
begin to blow. Marsland, you struggle to keep control of the ship. It begins to spin out of control. Everything you try to do to right the ship, it just begins spinning. All of you down below, you don't know what Marsland's doing. It's shaking. You're grabbing a hold of the sides to keep from getting flung out. And
Oh boy.
as it begins to spiral down, you hear a giant cracking sound.
Oh boy.
As the airship slows, the first sensation you feel is a shift in the atmosphere. The air is thinner, but more vibrant, tingling with raw elemental energy. The sky is a vast expanse of swirling blues, whites, and silvers with no horizon or ground in sight. Just an endless, ever-changing canvas of clouds, mist, and sky. Looking over the
Right.
side, there's nothing but an endless drop. The ground replaced by floating islands of rock and crystal, drifting lazily through the expanse. Some of these islands host towering fortresses, ancient ruins, or strange flora that seems to grow from the very essence of air itself. Marsland, you fight to keep the ship steady amongst the winds that assault the Brindle Star. creatures native to this realm flit by, massive air elementals, soaring rocks, and majestic cloud dragons.
Aaron!
Aaron!
Whose forms blend seamlessly into the surrounding vapors. Every now and then you catch glimpses of strange, translucent beings moving gracefully through the sky like dancers on an invisible stage. As you sail deeper, the air grows more surreal. Wisps of clouds trail behind the ship like ribbons, and bursts of lightning crackle in the distance, illuminating the sky in brilliant flashes. You feel the ship being guided, less flown, to a large rock with towering glass obelisks that jut out across the surface. Your bodies feel lighter as the ship is forced to stop, almost landing on a cloud to rest. You see these creatures. They're about 4 foot tall, pure white impish, with large wings and a whirlwind where their legs would be, surround the vessel. They stare at you, unspeaking, with large, piercing blue eyes. They just reach out a hand and beckon.
No.
Marslin, you brought us to the astral sea. We're supposed to go to Kandor's Keep.
So the ship.
What in the hells are you doing?
The ship's just stopped right now.
Yeah, you're like docked on a cloud with these crystal spires rising up everywhere.
Okay, I'm gonna take the helmet off
Okay.
and just run out of the captain's room. Oh no! And try and find the rest of the group.
It's absolutely beautiful and breathtaking when you see it. But you see these creatures and they're just blankly staring at you. Justinian, Quentin, Bishop, what are you all doing?
Bishop actually goes and walks up to one of them and reaches out his hand,
Oh no!
Just- amazed.
And it just like E.T., just touches your hand. It just feels cool to the touch. There's no aggression in what it's doing. And it just grabs your hand with its other hand and looks you straight in the eyes and just puts a hand out and just slowly just makes a motion to beckon you.
I go.
Marslin? Sorry, go ahead.
I'm not even hesitating. I'm just going.
What has happened to Bishop?
Arson, why are we here?
There was a really bad storm, and I started to lose control of the ship, and then it all happened so quick. I heard a crack and a bang, and then we're here.
Real quick, did I lose a concept of? I thought these were like giants that weren't on the ship; they're just in the distance,
No, they're
looking at us.
They're only 4 foot tall. They're like surrounding. They've got wings.
Oh,
They're floating?
sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, when you first described them, I pictured them as like titans.
No.
Okay.
Picture like humanoid tops and then like whirlwind bottoms.
Yeah.
they're,
No. I got you now. Okay.
they're basically like imps or mephits.
Oh, Marslin, you say you didn't bring us here?
I think I had to have. I just am not entirely sure. I wouldn't know that spelljammers can go between planes, right?
You know they can go into the astral sea. Planes is a different thing.
Astral seas. Do I know where this is that we are right now? Okay.
All right. Is Justinian up here?
I don't know. Justinian, are you up there?
Yeah, I was walking up to the cabin
I
when
thought so.
this happened.
Okay. Yeah, so
Yeah.
you're up there. You're seeing all this.
And literally, I just have my hand on Crow because we were about to get thrown off the ship.
Yeah. She just like very slowly, you see her just reach up. She's staring out into this like beautiful expanse of white, and she just grabs her goggles and slowly just moves them down over her eyes. And then you see her mouth like curl into this real big smile.
Justinian, stay with Crow. Let's all go. Bring her along.
And
I would like.
She looks up at you, Justinian. Please stay, Crow.
Crow must see this.
Let's go grab our weapons, Crow.
Let's leave Crow here.
I would like to check on the rest of the crew members to see how they're doing.
They've rushed up on the deck and they're just like staring in awe. And one of them says, "Oh gods, we've died."
We haven't died. It appears we're in the astral sea now.
How do you guys know what this place is?
I was raised here. Now, come on.
Wait.
raised
You were?
Hold on, you were raised here?
That's not a discussion for now. We are being summoned.
Humans are
pin.
raised in the astral sea?
That's a big red pin right here.
We're gonna come back to this one.
But I'll try to like make sure that the crew stays calm. And
Oh,
say,
they're calm. Everybody's
okay.
like really peaceful here. Like I said, everybody feels lighter. Like you're not. It's not like the moon, but you feel that
do
slight.
I feel like the
weightless-
moon?
Yeah, no. But
Okay, so once they're good, and then Justinian and Crow get back, we will follow Anaximander's lead with.
okay, and Bishop's he's been going. Like he's
Off the ship.
I'm just following Bishop, really. We're trying to all get back together. We need to catch up with Bishop. Stay together.
Okay.
Well, so dumb question is like, how far is he going? Is he just going to the edge of the ship, and then we want Marsden to go back down the ship to fly?
No, he's gotten off and he's walked. I mean, he's probably 30, 40 feet away from you at this point.
He's
So you-
floating?
He's walking on clouds.
Walking on sunshine.
So you guys kind of dad trot your way up there, and
Is this normal Anaximander?
you proceed past strange gardens of translucent gemstones and plants that you've never seen before. Various creatures watch as you walk past them with a flank of the impish creatures. Small, multi-eyed creatures seem to visually pick you apart from the outskirts of the path, popping up. Two of the creatures rush forward past you, and they open a shining gate that marks the entrance into a massive crystalline structure. Entering into the area, you see the denizens of the court watching you intently. Crystal dragons, djinns watch from the corners, barely moving as you proceed inside. Strange mirrored birds, creatures with 4 wings fly overhead, letting out shrieking screams into the thin air. At the top of a raised dais, you see a tall, pale, glowing white woman, hair as white as the clouds, that it floats slightly in the air with silver streaks that reflect the light back at you. Her features are sharp and her gaze is piercing with glowing blue eyes. She wears shining silver armor emblazoned with swirling patterns. At her sides are 2 blades, one that seems to be wind itself, the other of fire. Her cape is made of the wind and constantly flowing downward towards her boots. She stands and begins stepping towards you. Every step toward you echoes in the chamber as she keeps her head high and regal.
Despite my best efforts to rest, my brothers and sister are now awake. And again, I gotta turn that down. And again, I must be involved in the affairs of mortals. Who are those that have awoken Ilnara, pillar of the air?
Oh no. Oh no.
I am Bishop. These are my compatriots. Marsland, Gwynton, Annex, Justinian, Crow.
Is Quaylen there as well?
No.
Okay.
We have encountered your brothers and sister. Your brothers were already awoke. I have no knowledge of when or how. We were in search of an individual, and it was told we could find him on an island. We did not realize the island was your sister, and unfortunately, a very evil person was following us and woke her up. But it is true. The people of this world are in need of help. Your help.
I am awakened when my brothers and sister are awake. I am the harsh wind that calms everything. People fear me and respect my power. Who of you ignited the passion in my brother? Who of you spent deals with the pillar of fire and provoked him into seeking more?
I'll step forward. And it was I.
And she, like, quickly, her face just snaps down to you with, like, a crack of thunder. And before you know, like, there's this wind blade just churning right in front of your face. And as she's holding it out, you feel it just, like, kissing the front of your skin. It's that close.
Mm-hmm.
Mortal, what have you done? Was the gift worth it?
I do not know if it was worth it, but I was charged with finding the pieces of the birchwood blade, and your brother was the possessor of one of the pieces. He offered me it plus more to strike a deal with him. I took only what I needed and nothing more.
He knows nothing but greed, mortal. He will ask when the time is the worst for you to honor your favor. You will have no choice.
And why
Does my brother of water, Ishtab, walk among the people again?
I can only assume that it was Ethan Shadowspark. He wants help destroying the islands. He seeks only power. I caught him asking Ishtab for a favor. And in return, Ishtab said he would do whatever he wished if he retrieved a personal item from your sister. We stopped that from happening. But it is Ethan Shadowspark who has not only attracted Ishtab's attention, but woke your sister in the process.
she retracts the sword away from you, Justinian.
The Shadowsparks have meddled in my affairs before. The world was not as it is now because of this. For them to have returned, I may need to wipe the slate once again. The people of these lands have not shown me that they deserve to live.
I believe that may be the Shadowsparks meddling as well. We are realizing that avatars of the deities have been kidnapped, taken hostage. These peoples, without their faith, without their guidance of those they cherish, have all become desperate and hopeless. You cannot blame some of them for their misfortunes due to outside interference. We are trying to stop the Shadowsparks.
A ray of light is what you speak of. You all would risk to save those who do not deserve to live.
I do not deserve to be here for past aggressions. I do what I can on a day-to-day basis to redeem myself.
I was slain once trying to protect someone that couldn't protect themselves. And I will do it again if I must.
Crow would help with anything that needs to be done.
It seems you all may be noble, but my patience is thin. Are you willing to put my siblings back to rest?
You can tell us how to.
She holds her hand up, and you feel the wind swirling around the room before these crystal shards come to her hand, and you see one that's brown, one that's red, and one that's blue.
These are the shards that will make my siblings rest again. It must be thrust into their foreheads while they stand in their element. Are you willing to take this charge?
If it saves the people of this world, I will do what I can.
Your faith and love for these people is unwarranted. They do not appreciate the heroes that you all are.
She reaches down and holds her hand out with the crystals before you. I mean, like, her hand's pretty big. But
Take these.
I'll grab him.
As you grab them, they kind of shrink down and conform to what your hand could hold. They're maybe a foot long or so. They are sharp on both ends, and it's kind of, they get narrow in the center, kind of a handle.
Yeah. So there's 3 of them.
Mm-hmm. Red, blue, and brown.
My brother Ishtab can be summoned during a harsh storm by a drowning victim of the water. Ifritar can be summoned by reaching the point of near death or desperation in the desert sand, crying out for someone to save them. I will summon my sister. But heroes, do not tarry, for my patience will only last so long, and I will put them down myself at the expense of the people of these lands.
Understand. And I'll put the shards in my bag of holding.
And she rises up, almost growing in size. And you can see like a dark storm inside her, like, you know, lightning striking inside, and almost like she's turning into a storm cloud.
Do not cross me, mortals. Fit to your task, and let me rest.
And she steps back, each step crackling like thunder, before she slouches down back into her throne.
Leave me.
And the imp-like creatures come around you again, and again they begin beckoning you to return to your ship.
I will head that way.
I'm furiously jarring.
Okay.
I'm heading back to the ship.
Right, everyone's heading back?
Yeah.
You return to the ship. The crew is still just standing there. They're just taking all this in. You can see them pointing to things flying through the air. You all board the ship. Mars, and you sit down, put the hat back on. You feel the ship lurch as you kind of undock from this area. The ship turns and slides out, passing by a few rocks. You see other creatures. You pass by one particular rock, and you see a beholder there. Its eye stalks twitching as each eye kind of takes in, looking at the ship. Its snarling mouth just kind of ripples as you fly through. With a crack of thunder, everything goes bright. And you find yourself back out over the ocean. The winds are calm. The rain comes down. The crew just still standing up on the deck while they're just getting soaked. And you're back flying.
What the hell just happened?
Never a dull moment on this crew.
Right. No, yeah. So after that, I will look for Quaylen, so we can talk to him with Justinian and Crow, and I'll also get a bishop and axe for it. And we'll actually go to the helm, so we're just right there with Marsden
Okay, so Marsland can hear everything.
and actually talk instead of just have to like make the ship toaster.
Yeah.
All right. You kind of like snap some fingers around the crew, and they kind of shake out of it of what just happened, and you hear one of them. I thought we died. And
We didn't die.
they go downstairs and they begin working their way. You get everyone gathered together in the room. So, what can I help you with? And that's where we are going to end tonight.
We have so much time.
It's not as much as you think.
Not when he has nothing prepared.
Oh, I've got no. I'm good. Yeah, I had a lot of stuff open that we didn't get into.
Wow.
So
I feel like some major things just happened.
Well, now
Yeah.
we're on another clock.
Yeah, start another timer.
Yep.
but
Right.
How many timers do we have going?
A lot.
Shadowspark now gets to live for another freaking week.
Why did I sign up for this?
knowledge and power. Because for you, every good deed, you get another rank in that tower.
Exactly.
Let's take a look at the party's objectives here. We are to find 30 avatars. We
32.
Are to, 30, yeah, 32 avatars. We are to put to sleep guardians.
Three elements.
Yeah,
Three
three
pillars.
pillars.
Yep.
Yeah, three
No big deal.
pillars of elementals. Yeah, one is
Go after
like,
Athan.
is as big
Yep,
of an
finish
as
off
an
Ethan.
island and kill a lich.
And
Is the
That's
plague solved, or is that still brewing?
No, that's solved.
It's fully solved. Okay.
I mean, it's the cure
And
is
we're still looking for books.
the cure is definitely spreading out there. There
Okay.
are areas that don't have it yet, but
That's what I was getting at. Yeah.
But that's the academy's job, not ours.
Yeah.
Yeah.
that is the academy's job. Yeah, the light unsparkers tonight. You know,
The light on sparkers.
no, that was pretty fun for me. I definitely like the pillar of air is a little different than the others.
Why is the pillar of air the boss?
She is just the one that just has to. She's like the older sister that has to knock heads together and be like,
Yeah.
behave yourself.
Guardian of the air, she is the balance to all the others, striving to help the mortals, doesn't seem like it, in their time of need, if the end of all things is to come.
Well,
Well, you know,
and-
sometimes it's just easier to step on the ants than.
exactly.
And to
So
change the ant farm, yeah.
yeah, I mean, her thought process is like it's a Godzilla thing, right? I'll step on the city if I stop this big monster, because if it's allowed to go free, it'll wipe everything out. So her thing is, if I wipe it clean, they've got nobody to terrorize, so they have to go back to sleep. So yeah,
Today's job definitely wasn't woken up like 200 some odd years ago by a group of misadventurers.
Whoops. Sorry.
a religion wasn't created. Like none of
Created
that
a whole new fishing industry.
that it did do something like that. But yeah, thanks for stopping by, everybody. Appreciate everybody coming by. This was a fun one. We'll be back Wednesday. And then we'll be back next week. For
Wait,
sure.
we're playing next week?
Yes.
I thought
Yes.
we played it only one Monday a month.
I'm
Well,
gonna
that's your
s-
schedule.
I'm gonna
The rest
send
of us
you.
show up
I'm
every
gonna
week.
mail you a glitter bomb.
Oh, don't you dare.
Extra fine powder.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, we'll take everybody over. We'll do Strife 98 tonight. They don't have super bunch of numbers, so we'll take you over there. Again, thanks everyone for coming by. I hope to see you all on Wednesday when we get into, the gaming stream. I don't know what it'll be this week. Helldivers is kind of back on, so that's always fun now, as they had a massive patch. And I really feel that Marsland needs to experience the new orbital napalm. It's pretty amazing. But the game is in a lot better state than it has been. I don't know if we'll do that or we'll do something else. Maybe the new map for Demonologist will drop before then. I'm crossing my fingers. But until next time, we'll see you in the dungeon.
The end is upon us, I promise you novices don't want no problem with me. So watch how you talking and where you been walking, they call me the BBEG. I'm more than a little OP, I do what I want to, that's a mantra. Keep 'em running and gunning like Contra, I'm a monster. The end is upon us, I promise you novices don't want no problem with me. So watch how you talking and where you been walking, they call me the BBEG. I'm more than a little OP, I do what I want to, yeah that's a mantra. I keep 'em running and gunning like Contra, yo I'm a monster. Turn it up. What you know about the final boss? I got him trying to buy time with the sign of the cross. I redefine high crime and the meaning of loss. I'm off hip, but I body like I'm playing lacrosse. Beat to the EG, I'm keeping them queasy. I make it seem easy, acknowledge me. I've been demolishing your cities, I'm astonishingly sleazy. I'm the big bad, y'all must be the cast. I'm killing a master, villain, a blast, a disaster. Really a rap bastard, willing to rap fast for the masses. I ravage all races and classes. Savage, I can't stop myself.